What's going on, guys? Welcome to another one of Black Iron's battles. Today we've got a Total War Warhammer 2 versus 2 quick battle for you, where I am paired up with my buddy Shadow from Shadow's Online Gaming. And we are facing off against some guys that we met on Quick Battle. So if you look over here, you'll see that we have brought the forces of men, we've brought the Empire as well as Brettonia. And we are facing off against a group of Empire as well as a Norsca army. You can see that Frost Wyrm flying way up there. So for my army, you'll see here in the front line, we've just got some men-at-arms with shields. I want to put some shields up in front in case of any ranged units. We've also got some Peasant bowmen here. I've got two groups with fire arrows because the fire arrows really do hurt Norsca a lot, so I figured if I was up against them, I'd use that. We've also got three groups of foot squires here. You'll see we've also got some pole arms here in the back. And here is one of the super cool new units. This is a regiment around the Beast Slayers of Battlecast. So if you look here, they've got those the really cool pikes or bill hooks, and you see they've got anti-large, armor piercing, they've got charge defense, they've got tons of I mean, these are just really cool new units. So besides that, we are led by the Fey Enchantress. You'll see she's right here on her unicorn, and I have brought Awakening of the Wood, as well as Earthblood. Not too much, but you know, she's definitely able to get some heals off. And here in the back, we've got two paladins on horses, as well as, look at this, the Knights of the Lionhearted. Those are really cool new regiment of renowned knights. We've also got a group of Knights Errant here right in the back. So that's pretty much it for the Bretonnian Army. Now here for Shadow's army, you'll see here, he does have a super thematic army. He's got the Tattersouls over here, the Regiment of Renown, Flagellants, look at those, are cool. We've got the Warrior Priest over here, and I believe he has a second Warrior Priest. He does have a second Warrior Priest. So besides that, he's got it right up there. You'll see he's got, look at this, Spearmen with shields. He's got some great swords here. He's got the silver bullets. He's also got Volkmar with his Pimp Chariot. Look at him just right up here casting spells. See, he's also got a group of halberders. He's got two groups over there on the flanks, and then over here on the left he does have these groups of Knights of the Blazing Sun. For our opponent's army, you'll see here, let's go ahead and pause that for 1 second. You'll see here he does have these two Norscan Ice Wolves. They do have, the one cool thing I love about these Ice Wolves is that they do have this frostbite, so anything they hit loses 52% of its speed. Also here, you'll see he has a Frost Wyrm, and here hidden in the forest, he does have two groups of skin wolves. Look at those werewolves right now. As well as a skin wolf werekin. So that's that hero. That's the it's also a skin wolf, and that is a really strong duelist. I've been using him a lot on my co-op campaign I'm playing with my brother-in-law, and it is just a beastly hero killer if you put it on an enemy caster or something. You see here, he's got two groups of marauders with great weapons. Got some Marauder Spearmen, as well as some heavy Marauder Champions in the back. And these are the elite Norscan infantry. Look at them. Look at those cool helmets they've got. They can do a ton of damage. We've also got this Marauder Chieftain right here. You can see here. Here's some mere warriors. Those, I mean, I feel like they look like turtles almost. I don't know. I mean, they're the old ones, really. But they're going to be some trouble back there. They're going to be able to do some damage. Over here on the left side, you'll see we've got Sterling's Revenge, the Free Company Militia. We've got some crossbows. We've got Sigmar's Sons there in the front, some Tattersouls. We've also got a Hammer of the Witches. We've got Balthazar Geld up here. And we've got, it looks like a steam tank, spearmen. You know, just all sorts of just light infantry. Some great swords in the back. But this steam tank is going to be a really, you know, difficult. We'll definitely have to get our halberds on it. So before I talk for too much longer, let's go ahead and get this battle started. Look at over here on the left, you'll see he's going to charge these Knights of the Blazing Sun in there. But I think he may be able to get away. If we look here, he's got 95 speed on those Ice Wolves and only 72 speed on the Knights of the Blazing Sun. So, you know, it's unlikely that they're going to get him. And it looks like if we look here, all the armies are going to be moving forward, but I mean, we did not know that all of this was here, so he is just going to get smashed right off the bat with these Knights of the Blazing Sun. I mean, look at those Knights of the Blazing Sun. They're just getting wrecked. Oh man. But you know, they are still pretty strong, so it's like they're wavering, although they are terrified. I think he is actually able to get those out of here. Now over here on the right, we are gonna start getting in here too. I was trying to, you know, get in here and help out. I wanted to flank, so we were able just to get the cross. Everything's charging in here. You see here we've got this paladin in the back. I'm sending him right at the hammer of the witches, and I mean we're doing a little bit of damage with these knights. But they're engaged with the spearmen and the outdoor Griffites, so they are not going to be happy. As you see here, we're also getting final transmutation cast on them, and so we're taking some heavy damage on our knights. But over here, I mean, we are overwhelming the front lines. I mean, look how many units we've got. These Sigmar Suns, I mean, the steam tank's starting to take some damage, and it is, you know, it is just dead even here. Over here, you can see this Frost Wyrm is just flying in here, and we have lost these Knights of the Blazing Sun. However, my buddy here, Shadow, he is able to start fucking getting over to the left. So he's got these silver bullets shooting in, and he's got all sorts. I mean, look at this. It looks like he's cycling. So he is able, oh man, and there's an Awakening in the Wood right there. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but you know, every little bit counts. So we do have the Grand Hammer Sigmar here, and I mean, it looks like he is just going to be cycling different things. So he's got Volkmar in here, and he's probably cycling the different buffs and debuffs, and you know, trying to do whatever he can. Let's take a look here. I mean, we've got 160 units left on our side to only their you know, 1,100. I think 1,600 to 1,100. And so, you know, even though I mean, these Knights Errant are gone, the outdoor Griffites are full strength over here. I mean, we're kind of getting spread out, but, you know, we're still fighting. We've still got a ton of units remaining. You'll see over here, my buddy Shadow, he's got a whole big block here. And once he gets this blob going, it looks like he is completely surrounding these Norscan units. So, you know, if you increase this Grand Soulfire and he's doing all sorts of different spells and stuff, that is going to do some heavy damage in the blob with a surround like that. It'll cause a reduction of defense and different things like that to the enemy units. And I mean, they're just cycling all of the different spells that he has to offer. If we look over here, I mean, we have got through those Sigmar Suns. We've also, it looks like, I mean, we've gotten here into the Hammer of the Witches. I am gonna actually, oh man, look, the Knights of the Lionhearted actually did get a couple of hits off. They haven't been doing great, but we're still doing it. You know, we're not dead. So if we take an overarching look, I mean, this Hammer of the Witches down to half. I mean, the steam tank's pretty low. We're trying to take these Skin Wolves and these Norscan Ice Wolves out. I mean, he has just been able to do a ton of damage with those mobile units. Over here on Shadow's side, he is just going to continue dropping in here. And I mean, look at those. There's stuff starting to break off. Those Sirloin's Revenge were actually hit pretty hard, but the Frost Wyrm's at half. And I mean, you know, as these units continue to hang out in here, that cycling will get stronger and stronger. Because as the units get tired, those buffs are really going to help out. Over here on my side, you'll see that the front line is pretty much crumbled. So I do have a lot of units that are kind of coming back from route here. We're going to start bringing them up. You know, he does have some crossbowmen here firing, but I'm trying to do everything I can to take out Gelt. So I've actually got 2 paladins here. If you see, they're full health, and we're trying to get the Fey Enchantress in here too. And look at those ice wolves charge in. So those are actually those will definitely slow my units and make it a little bit harder to get away. But you know, I've got all 3 of my heroes in here trying to take Gelt out. And I mean, if you look at that, you can still see Volkmar dropping spells. We've got Awaken in the Wood, which I mean is going to hopefully slow him down when he tries to get away here. You see his speed is down to 46. But you know, look, he was able to pull out, and so you know, we've still got to keep fighting. We've got this paladin over here, and I think that the major important thing, I mean, look at the steam tank, is still doing damage. It's only got 19, so we have managed to tie it up quite a bit, but you know, that thing can definitely put a heavy hitting on my paladins and stuff like that. When we look over here at Shadow's side, we'll see, I mean, he has seemed to have this Norscan guy under control. So this Marauder Chieftain, I mean, he's down to 700 health. You can still see these Warrior Priests and just cycling those spells. I mean, look at this. This Famir Warriors, there's 6 models remaining. And I mean, while these champions do have a bunch of kills, they've gotten taken out by some pretty pretty light units over here. And if we look, this Frost Wyrm is almost done too. So these silver bullets have been chasing this Frost Wyrm around. Look at that. And I think they actually might take it down right here. Oh, it's broken, and I mean 200 health remaining. I mean, if it comes back, I'll be pretty surprised. So the Norscan guy has been taken down, and oh wow, look at that. That is a huge final transmutation. But what's really important is that we're getting this steam tank down. So we're getting the steam tank down. We're trying to get these royal outdoor grid fights down. And I mean, really, I'm just trying to get everyone kind of put together. The Fey Enchantress only has 300 health. We've got this Grail Railway. So I really just want to get all my units, get them rested, and see what we can do from a distance at this point. The balance of power is a little bit in our favor. The enemy's only got 390 troops left. But, I mean, watch these skin wolves. Oh, wow. Those skin wolves just got broken. You know, these peasant bowmen, if they've got a lot of ammo at the end when everyone's tired, you can see those units were very tired, and they just took a beating from those ranged units. So right now, oh man, look at that cannonball. There was bodies flew all the way back there. The steam tank is actually still alive, so it's pretty important that I get my units moving. I know I was trying to rest and kind of keep everything together, but at this point, I think I'm afraid. Oh, look at that, the enemy Sterling's Revenge there. We're gonna get some fires into them, and I think they'll get some crossfire with these silver bullets over here. And I mean, these Sterling's Revenge are not gonna last too long. Let's see what happened over here. It looks like there are a little bit of units coming back. Oh yeah, there goes the crossfire. Oh man, they're broken immediately. I mean, that was just one from each side going. But I mean, they're actually, look at that, they're getting some shots in too. So these Tattersouls, and I mean, there's just, oh man, it happens again. That is just non-stop Volkmar action. Those two warrior priests as well as Volkmar, they're just, I mean, constantly spamming spells. But I mean, Balthazar Geld is now down to 400. You see some fires starting to come at him. I mean, they're down to 190 troops. There are 700. We do have a regular group of peasant bowmen in here, and it looks like Geld's broken. And the steam tank here has only got 600 left. You see the Royal Outdoor Gift Fights have been broken off. That group of great swords has been shattered. So that is just all over the battlefield. Everything's starting to shadow. So Shadow was definitely able to hold his side. I mean, it was amazing. You know, that surround that he was able to get on the opponent was really a problem for that Norscan army. On my side, I really felt like, you know, there just wasn't. I mean, those outdoor griff fights, they were able to do a lot of damage. They were able to take out my knights right off the bat. But I mean, you know, the Hammer of the Witches wasn't able to get as many kills as you would normally like. And I feel like, you know, he could have done just a little bit more with the steam tank, which only got 44 kills. That thing's got to get like 150 normally for it to really pay for itself. So if you look here at Shadow's army, he's got Volkmar at 113 kills. You saw him just spamming spells. You know, we had the Knights of the Blazing Sun were routed off right away, so that was a heavy hit for both of us. Actually, we both lost our cavalry. I mean, look at this. We only got 17 kills there and 9 kills there, so we were still able to pull out the victory. Luckily, the silver bullets were able to take down the Frost Wyrm here. With the great swords, I mean, look at the Tattersouls with 172 kills. They were still in there at the end, you know. So we were, you know, just able to eke out a victory. You see here these Familiar Warriors, 52 kills, only 43 and 38 with the Skin Wolves. The Ice Wolves 51 and 44. So I mean, for the sheer number of units we had, these guys could have had a few more kills, and I think if they had, they would have been able to carry the victory. The champions here with 47, only 10 here, 2, 7. So I mean, overall, it was a really good game. Attitude adjustment with just, you know, I think these were really expensive. The Hammer of the Witches and the steam tank, I think, were so expensive, and they weren't able to really get off what they were hoping for. You know, overall for my army, we didn't really get off what we were hoping for, but we spread the kills around. You know, we were able to keep our heroes alive. We were able to keep our legendary lord alive. You know, Beast Slayers of Bastogne came out, you know, whooping 60 kills. But you know, overall, it was just a really even game. Great game to my my buddy Shadow here. Thank you so much for playing with me. I want to say great game to my opponents, and thank you guys all so much for watching. Subscribe below for more great online content. This is Black Iron, and this has been another one of Black Iron's battles.